Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. Our boys matchup here in Blytheville is about to get underway. And I wanted to go over the standings. Should have done that for the girls' game. I forgot to. Don't have them in front of me for the boys' game. Hang on. I think I do have those. Yeah, here we go. Nettleton is, well, no, I don't have the standings in front of me. Hang on. I almost do. I really do want to go over these standings so that you'll know who stands where in tonight's contest. Blytheville on the outside looking in with a 1-5 conference record. Nettleton tied for fourth with win, with a 3-3 conference record. That's where we stand here tonight as these two teams get set to square off. Now I wanted to briefly touch on the weather. There are severe thunderstorm warnings out right now for counties east of us. For counties west of us. Cleveland County, Independence County, Izard County, Stone County, White County, all under severe thunderstorm warnings. There are no tornado warnings at this time. But that line of storms that parked over Mountain Home for a while is now inching closer in a line that runs southwest from Hardy down to approaching Batesville and so on. It runs northeast to southwest. So you can see that on the Channel 8 radar, KAIT8.com. You can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's heading for us. And we'd like to get this game in and done. Of course, we're going to have to drive back through that, which I'm not looking forward to. This one's about to get underway. I'm going to stand up for this one. I sat down that entire first game, and I don't do that very often. I'm going to stand up on this one. Blytheville and Nettleton squaring off here in Blytheville tonight. Victor Dukes out there to jump for the Raiders. Kadarius Williams jumping for the Blytheville Chickasaws. And they're going to have a do-over on the jump. Now we got a buzzer. I don't know why they're going to ignore the buzzer. Nettleton controls the tip. I don't know what that buzzer was all about. Anyway, that first jumper goes in for Silas Finch, and Nettleton strikes first. Now it's Blytheville basketball. We've only had them, I think, once this year so far. And the roster I have, the numbers are not in order. So it's going to take me a minute to get used to these names, folks. This is Mike Williams with the basketball now, number 42 from the free throw line. His won't go. That was Darius Furlow. And he put it back up and in to tie the ball game. Now a steal. And in the paint, Furlow missed it that time. Out of bounds, it'll still be Blytheville basketball. If only these numbers were in order. That's okay. I'll figure it out. 7:05 left here in the early going of the first quarter. Williams. Now number 22 is Damian Wilson. Now Johnny Guyton is number 12. That one's out of bounds. It'll be Nettleton basketball. Nettleton, we've had a bunch. We've had them the last two games in a row, and we had them some before that as well. This is like the fifth time Nettleton has appeared on your Primetime Sports this season. That's Victor Dukes. Everybody knows who he is if you watch ESPN. He, at the end of the year, or very beginning of the year rather, got on the, there's another Finch bucket. He's the one that got that monster duck that appeared on ESPN. Hasn't I don't know if he's dunked in a game since then, though. It's kind of cursed him. He hasn't dunked in any of the ones we've broadcasted. That shot no good. Battle for the rebound. And coming away with it is Gordon, Desriel Gordon. Now Nickel got the jumper. John Nickel. 6-2 Nettleton. Furlow won't go. Dukes with the rebound. Down low he goes, battling, and we're going to see a foul here. That was Justin Harris who caught the pass and battled. Was he shooting? They say yes, he was. 5:39 to play in the opening quarter. Harris at the line. Short on the first one. Waiting on the second one. Got the second one. So up there on the scoreboard, Nettleton has a touchdown, and Blytheville has a safety. It is 7-2. Here are the Chickasaws. That's Furlow working it inside. That shot goes up and in for Wilson. It's 7-4. Now, Blytheville looks to press. They get it across, and it's stolen by number 12, Guyton. Down low, Furlow got the bucket. We got a one-point ball game all of a sudden with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Two quick buckets by Blytheville. Closed that gap. Harris all the way back up to Gordon. Now Nickel. Gordon. This is Finch, who almost traveled with it. Gives it up to Dukes. Now to the streaking Finch. It would not go in. Wilson brings it the other way. Bolden. And Larry Bolden spins inside, gives it up to Furlow. Back to Bolden. Now Wilson. From the paint, Wilson gives Blytheville the lead. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Again, Chickasaws will press. Getting it across the line is Gordon. Now Finch driving. Finch puts it up off balance. It won't go in. And the rebound comes off to Blytheville. That's Bolden who tracked it down. Now Wilson. Bolden driving. Shot. Won't go. And the rebound is Harris. Harris goes the length of the floor. Harris is fouled. And they'll inbound it. .325 left to go in the first quarter. This is Finch who will inbound the basketball. Gets it into Harris. Jumper won't go. Harris got his own rebound. Drives back in and got it. And gives the lead back to Nettleton, 9-8. Wilson. Now Williams. Now Furlow. Bolden spins in the paint, puts it up, fit in. Another lead change, back to Blytheville, 10-9. Finch gets it across to Nathan Smith. Now we got a collision. Charge is what the call is going to be. Two different referees had two different calls. The one furthest away deferred to the referee that was closer, and he says it's a charge. So it'll be Blytheville basketball. And Coach McCord out on the floor. Coach McCord not pleased with the contradictory calls. But the closer ref was the one whose call counted. Blytheville basketball. Almost stolen away by Victor Dukes. Furlow tracked it down. Williams needs a pick, doesn't get it. Picks up his dribble, he's in trouble. Finally gives to Wilson. Now, Williams, back up top he goes. Furlow won't go. Finch tracks it down in the corner. We're down to the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. And the home team, Chickasaws, leading by a point. Finch with it. Smith. Now Dukes. Smith. Victor Dukes picks up his dribble. Three-pointer. Got it! The lead goes back to Nettleton on the three from Victor Dukes. Blytheville basketball. Wilson, that's Williams rather, his layup would not go. Rebound comes off to Harris. Dukes lost a handle on it, but he was fouled. And he's going to shoot two. Looked like he might have wanted to dunk that one, but they weren't going to let him do it. Dukes has had a target on his back since the ESPN dunk. First free throw, no good. .112 remaining in the first quarter. He got the second one. Blytheville basketball. Furlow. Now Bolden. Wilson. His shot is blocked. Out of bounds. Who touched it last? Oh, it's staved in bounds. Furlow takes it to the rack. Got it! Makes it a 1-point ball game again. We're down under a minute here in the first quarter. 45 seconds. Dukes with the basketball. Dukes for three. Won't go this time. Smith with the rebound. No. Blytheville pulls down the rebound. That was Guyton, and we're going the other way. Guyton with the basketball. Down under 30 seconds. We're at 25 and counting. They're going to hold for one shot. Now 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Pulls the trigger at 8. Guyton gives over to Bolden for three. In and out, no good. Finch with the rebound. 3 seconds left. They're not going to get a shot off. Wait a minute. There's a whistle. I don't know why. There is a foul. Wow. There was a foul committed with 1 second left on the clock here in the first quarter. So they'll inbound it. They might have a chance to get something off here. It's picked off. Bolden's shot won't go with the buzzer. That's the end of one. And we will take a break and come back with quarter number 2 on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Make the switch now to no-fee banking.
First National Bank provides me with totally free checking, and as a business owner, that helps keep my customers satisfied.
At First National, there are no fees and no hassles. Express yourself by choosing a debit card that fits your personality.
I switched my bank to First National because of no monthly debit card fees. Are you ready to switch?
First National Bank, the working bank for working people. Member FDIC.
Let us show you how easy switching can be.
Second quarter getting underway, and look who decided to show up.
Well, it's not that I decided. It's just that, you know, when you have a called meeting for the company you work for, you do what you got to do.
This is Clifton Garmrath, folks. My partner who has been off doing other things. Your cell phone.
Oh, sorry about that.
So now in the paint, that one goes in for Furlow, and the lead goes back to Blytheville as we begin the second quarter. Stolen, actually mishandled and picked up by Blytheville, and on the other end of the floor, that's Williams who puts it up and in. It's a 3-point lead for the Chickasaws
that
down.
problem should be resolved for you. I just got to get into the flow of the game now, Dave. It's 7:19 in the second period, and I'm kind of, you've been doing it all by yourself.
Blytheville holding their own, surprisingly. You know, they've only won one conference game all year. They're 1-5 in conference
By
play.
the way, I seen a tornado in the sky coming over here.
You did not. Hey, look, I've got the radar up. We've been watching it very, very closely. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Good! Great shot by Desriel Gordon to tie the ball game. We've been watching the Channel 8 radar very closely, Clifton. We're going to have to drive back through this stuff.
Oh, Victor Dukes
almost got it.
About had him a steal there and probably a dunk on the other end.
Oh, driving in for the layup was Guyton, and he gives the lead back to Blytheville. And this one's going to be lost at no. But hey, last touch by the Chickasaws,
now,
really.
Nickel caught the ball and looked like he was about to step out of bounds and tossed it off one of their legs, it looked like.
Good heads-up move by John Nickel. It's Nettleton basketball. They're down by 2. All the way up top to Victor Dukes. Awfully warm in here, by the way. We've been sweating all night here at Chickasaw Gymnasium. That one's good for Harris. All alone underneath, he ties the ball game. I've done so much talking, I'm going hoarse. Now driving in, Wilson.
Pretty move on the baseline by Wilson.
Finch, he double dribbled it. You can't do that. I actually don't think that's the right call. It's not a double dribble. It's a travel. But it's still a turnover. He passed it to himself, is what he did. You can't do that. 6:06.
Where's Blytheville at in the standings? You got those?
1-5 in the standings, yep.
And Nettleton
3-3.
3-3.
This is the only 5A East game tonight. The others were postponed. In the paint, Wilson got another one. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been the Damian Wilson show here so far for Blytheville as they lead by 4 now. Gordon gets it across to Dukes. Dukes dumps it to Harris. Harris puts it up off the glass and in.
I tell you what, when Dukes throws a pass, he throws a laser.
Yeah.
That's what cost him the other night at home. He threw a laser and it went through Harris's hands.
Harris's hands. Harris was ready for it this time. 5.5 left in the half. Furlow in the paint draws the foul. And just by, we were talking about this earlier as we see Furlow go to the line, it is just by a quirk of weather that we have Nettleton on the broadcast 3 games in a row because this is a makeup game. That free throw is good. And speaking of weather, we've got that great big line of thunderstorms moving in. Very slowly, though. Second one is good.
You know, I looked at it at the restaurant a minute ago. It looked like had a hook up there in Missouri. It looked like it was hovering over us and kind of going around. That don't mean it will.
And we got a loose ball. What's the call going to be? Timeout by Blytheville. Wow, they were granted a timeout in that mess. They're going to say White was out of bounds. The timeout will not be granted. The referee on top of it said White out of bounds. It'll be Nettleton basketball. Now, let's see. The same warnings are up that I gave you guys a while ago. Severe thunderstorm warnings for Cleburne, Independence, Izard, Stone, and White counties. That's still a ways off from us here in Mississippi County. Nickel with the basketball. Now Dukes driving. Pulls up. Jumper good. And it's a 2-point ball game. Furlow. Wilson, three-pointer. In and out, no good. Dukes with a big rebound for Nettleton. Has it poked away. They're going to get him for a reach. That's Furlow on the foul. .444 up there on the clock. 2-point game. Blytheville leads. Nettleton ball. Dukes, Harris, Nickel. They're being patient. Here's Dukes. Drives. Dukes from the paint. Hook shot goes in and ties the ball game. What a hook. Looked like Kareem out there. For you young folks, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who played before you were born.
And for you older folks, that's Louis Alcindor.
4 minutes to play in the half. And in the paint, that one will not go. That one was kind of altered. Ahead to Harris. He'll slam dunk the basketball.
You can replay that one. Mr. Harris gets him another one on yourprimetimesports.com.
We're still underway, though. I don't know what. Let's go ahead and look at it. Here's the dunk. Booyah! And the lead goes to Nettleton. Wilson, that's Williams rather, jumps to Wilson. Now back to Williams. They couldn't decide who to shoot, and as a result, they missed the bucket. Rebounded by Harris. In the corner to Dukes. Dukes is tripped.
Well, that's just a situation down here on the Blytheville end that no one really wanted to shoot the basketball.
I don't want to shoot it. You have it. No, you have it. No, I insist. You shoot it. Nobody got it. Nice photographs from Marmaduke last night, by the way.
Thank you.
They were retweeted almost 30 times on Twitter and used by Channel 8 last night on the news.
I had people texting me and calling me from everywhere. And all I did was send 3 photos. Now, let me tell you something.
Well, I only got 2 of them
from
you.
But get this. I didn't have a discussion about that incident with
There's
nobody.
a bucket on the putback by Nickel after the missed free throw. 28-24. What happened was, I'll tell you, I tweeted those photos as soon as you gave them to me. They went viral across Northeast Arkansas. And as soon as that happened, Channel 8 had an interest in them.
Well, I seen Brother Kim Bridges at the ball game, and he said that within 15 minutes after I had taken those pictures, a friend of his out in Oklahoma was texting him saying, man, what's going on there? So it made it all the way to the state of Oklahoma.
And that went out of bounds. And the last person to touch it was, I think, Blytheville. I think it's going to be Nettleton ball, but we have a timeout. It's a 30-second, so we'll keep it right here.
That's that's what our technology today can do.
Yeah, and you took those with your cell phone, is that correct?
Yes.
So he took the photos with his cell phone, sent them to me. I immediately got them up on Twitter, and immediately they blew up on Twitter. And between the 2 of them, we got over 30 retweets on that. Now, lost in all of that discussion, Marmaduke's got a great big job to do all of a sudden. They've got the district tournament coming up and then the state tournament a couple of weeks after that, and they've got to replace the whole front of a building.
Well, let me tell you something. They were on that last night.
Of course, I saw the 10 o'clock news had footage of them cutting it up with the saws.
I was impressed with the men that were out there, and they were getting on it immediately.
Yeah. So
I believe if you went up there today, it may have been already complete.
They may have already, They weren't wasting any time with 2 great big tournaments on the way to Marmaduke.
Here is the
Dukes dumps it. Wow, what a pass behind him. And Nickel his jumper won't go.
If there's a good thing that comes out of something like that, nobody was
even close to being injured. It was completely empty lobby at the time.
Well, no, there was
the foyer right there.
Yeah, well, no, there was people going in line getting tickets and stuff. It happened just to the left of them.
Okay, so there was somebody in vicinity of it.
Oh, there was all kinds of people coming in that door.
It's good that nobody got injured. That one goes in for Williams, and he draws the foul. Count the bucket. It's a 2-point game with 2:05 left in the half. Williams can make it a 1-point game.
How would you like to have been one of the two ladies sitting there to the, if you're facing it, be to the left of it?
Yeah, they were taking tickets.
Inside the door taking tickets.
My question for you is, did either one of them have to change their drawers after that happened?
I didn't go ask, Dave.
Oh, my goodness. I would have had to. I guarantee it. Smith with the big rebound off the missed free throw.
I'm just glad nobody was hurt. And even the driver, was okay. So that's all of that other stuff can be replaced
Well, did they ever decide how the driver or why the driver crashed into that? Smith on the assist from Dukes.
I think he got tangled up with his brake and accelerator.
That happens. And that's the result of when that happens. It's a 4-point game. 90 seconds left in the half. That shot, the floater there. He draws the foul. This is Williams going to the free throw line to shoot a couple with exactly 90 seconds on the clock here in the second half. Well, I got you for 3 out of the 8 quarters here tonight, Clifton. I almost got that on the bounce off the top.
I thought we was playing pinball.
That was nice. That would have went in. That would have been great. Of course, I think, some referees will call it and some won't.
Well,
when it hits the top of that backboard, it's supposed to be out of bounds.
Are you sure if it hits the top?
Yeah.
When it hits the top, I never see them call out of bounds.
When it bounces on the top.
No, I've been around the game a long time. I've never seen them call out of bounds. It's like hitting the side of it on a jump shot. They don't call it. Okay, the board's the board. What they call is when it hits one of those wires up there.
Well, I've seen them call it both ways. Here's a turnover. And he's fouled on the floor.
Now, to comment on your statement a minute ago, you're lucky to have me for these 3, and I'm going to tell you why. This game hadn't been in Blytheville, you'd have been doing both these games by yourself.
Yeah, because y'all's meeting was called in Blytheville. It just happened to work out that way. This is Banks. And now Williams, and his shot won't go. It's rebounded by Harris. 1 minute left in the half. Nettleton by 3. They've trailed several times here in this first half, but they've held on to the lead for a little while now. This one is down low. The shot goes up and in for Cordarius Morgan, and this is the largest Nettleton lead of the night with 40 seconds left in the half.
Almost picked off right there.
Driving in, Williams, they call a block. Trying to draw the charge was Morgan. He was unsuccessful. 30 seconds left.
Coach McCord not happy with that call at all. He's wanting that, using that arm,
Yeah, they're trying to decide if he was shooting or not. Why is he only getting 1 free throw? Oh, it went in. The bucket went in. Where was I? Count the bucket. Here's the free throw. It's a 1-point game.
No,
a 2-point game.
2-point game.
32-30. That was a fortuitous course of events for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
A what to us?
Fortuitous. Fortuitous.
Okay.
20 seconds. See, you learn something new every day with me.
Oh, yeah.
15 seconds. Stolen by
This has
Guyton.
An opportunity to go tied up.
Three-pointer won't go. Nickel with the rebound, 2 seconds left. He will shoot it and go over everything. It's a 2-point Nettleton lead at the half. And we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll have the second half here on your PrimetimeSports.com.
you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
You get big-time savings and hometown service. Always a big Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
When you feel bad and it's after regular office hours, turn to here's Dr. Roger Cagle.
At CR Doc, we offer more than the standard family medicine practice. We have extended office hours with on-site lab and x-ray, as well as casting and suturing capabilities, giving you an alternative to those crowded emergency rooms for all your minor injuries and accidents that need fast, complete medical attention. Appointments are available but not necessary.
CR Doc in the King Carroll Suites on West Kings Highway in Paragould in front of Walmart.
At CR Doc, we are patient people.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Mr. T's Riverside Cafe in Cardinal, Missouri for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Join us after the game for a pizza or our delicious hickory smoked barbecue. Just a short drive across the Kahlua-colored waters of the St. Francis River at the Arkansas-Missouri state line in the scenic resort town of Cardinal, Missouri.
Mr. T's at Riverside.
Kavanaugh Kia's pre-owned superstore. Your one-stop car shop to find the vehicle you deserve. Every make and model is right here on our lot. Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Nissan, Lincoln, Cadillac, and more. With a huge selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. We also have a great variety of certified pre-owned Kias with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. You'll never have to drive anywhere else than Kavanaugh Kia's pre-owned superstore. Visit us today on Stadium Boulevard, just south of the bypass, or online at KavanaughKia.com.
We opened our maximum free checking account online. It took less than 15 minutes.
With Focus Bank, you can easily open your maximum free checking or max savers account online. And with mobile banking, you'll always stay in control. Whether you're looking for a free checking account, an interest-bearing account, or a rewards checking account, Focus Bank has a solution for you.
Mobile banking with Focus Bank makes our life easier.
Visit FocusBank.com and sign up for a new account with mobile banking today.
Hi, I'm Metal Rock Lemon, and when I'm in Northeast Arkansas, when I watch sports, I watch all my sports on YourPrimeTimeSports.com. You should too.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. Quarter number 3 about to get underway right now. A 2-point Nettleton lead in a game that is way closer than folks thought it would be. Blytheville comes into this 1-5 in conference play. Nettleton 3-3. And the Raiders get the ball to start things off here in the second half. Finch with the basketball. Very windy outside Clifton. The storm inching its way closer to Mississippi County.
You'll be home in bed by that time.
We got to go through it to get home to the bed.
We don't.
Yeah, we do. I'm looking at the radar.
You can follow me.
There was a foul called while I was arguing with Clifton about the weather. And Finch will inbound the basketball. And he has almost got the 5-second call. He barely got it into Nickel. Now Finch up top. Nettleton being very patient. Harris dumps it to Dukes. In the corner, three-pointer. Gordon can't get it to drop, and it's rebounded by the Chickasaws, and we're going the other way. Pulled down by Guyton, and he has it right now. Williams, now Furlow. Guyton for a long three, won't go. Rebounded by Harris. A whistle and a foul on the rebound committed by Wilson.
What number is Guyton on your roster?
12. They've changed some roster numbers. He gave me a new roster tonight because of it.
Okay.
Dukes across the timeline. Dukes dumps it. Harris thought about shooting it. Then he thought better of it when he met up with Furlow. That jumper from the paint won't go. And it is rebounded once again by Bolden. Bolden with it on the left side. Furlow with it up top. Now Wilson on the right. Guyton in the corner. 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Williams working against Dukes. It's loose.
Here we
Picked
go.
up by Dukes. Here's your dunk, folks. Boom! Shook the thing. We're going to go to that replay, I guarantee it. A Victor Dukes dunk. Here it comes on your replay. Boom! There's the close-up. Way to go, Mikey Dupuis.
Always nice to get a Victor Dukes dunk.
It's the first dunk he has had in a game since the ESPN dunk. He's had a target on his back, Clifton.
Yeah, he has. There goes Coleman. Or
Go-
Gordon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gordon going the other way, but now they're going to throw it away.
He just made a bad pass to Finch. You know, I was just looking at the Blytheville roster. There's 12 seniors on this thing.
Yeah, and still they're not doing that great in the conference standings. Furlow is fouled, and he'll shoot a couple with 5.5 left in the third.
Picked up a little body contact from Silas Finch.
Nope. Still one more to go. Got the second one. It's a 3-point ball game. Here's Victor Dukes with the basketball in the paint. Takes it to the rack. Missed it. Rebound Wilson. Ahead to Williams. Williams in the paint. Picks it up. Shoots the jumper. Won't go. Keeps it alive. Wilson. And now Harris picks it off. Gives to Gordon, and we're going the other way.
Can I see your ink pen?
Certainly, if I had one. Hang on one second. I might have one in this bag right here. Here's Harris. From the paint, he got the jumper. Nice free throw line jumper just inside the free throw line to make it a 5-point game. You know what, Clifton? I just don't have a pen. I've misplaced that thing somewhere, and I do not have one. Williams. Now in the corner, it goes to Guyton. Williams. Now in the corner. That one won't go for Furlow. No, that's not Furlow. That was Bolden. Going the other way. Nickel got the layup. And this is the largest lead of the night, folks, for the Raiders. 38-31. And a whistle and a timeout will be called by the Blytheville Chickasaws. Full timeout. We'll take it too. Back in 1 minute.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
4:05 up there on the clock here in the third. Raiders lead it by a touchdown, 38-31. Blytheville basketball. Furlow lost a hold on it in the paint. Coming out of there with it was Harris. Another Victor Duke step. Yeah, I'm going to go to the replay. You better believe it. Got to wait for it to catch up with us. Here it comes. And boom, and there it is. We're down to 3.5 left in the third. He hadn't dunked since that ESPN dunk, and now he's got 2 in this quarter alone.
Well, he put an exclamation point on that last one.
That jumper won't go for Williams. Finch tracks it down. Ahead to Victor Dukes. Is he going to? No, this time they grab him. They weren't going to let him do it again. They grabbed a hold of him.
That was Bolden that gently grabbed him. He didn't do anything to try to hurt him or hit him hard. Just said, hey, you're not going up.
Here's the inbound. Shot didn't go. Rebound comes off to Wilson. It's Blytheville basketball. Williams in the paint, and he draws the foul. Was he shooting, or did he get fouled first? They're saying it was on the floor. They'll inbound the basketball. There we go. We all squared away?
Yeah, just giving him a few pointers.
What I think I want to do is I want to put a little piece of tape on that thing right about where the scoreboard would be.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. A little piece of yellow tape right there. Not a bad idea.
Another inbound pass forthcoming. It's a 9-point Nettleton lead. It's Chickasaw basketball.
Who shined for you tonight in the girls basketball game? Anybody in particular?
Yeah, I'll tell you in just a second as we see this turnover. Victor Dukes almost he missed the dunk, but there's Harris to clean it up for him.
Dukes didn't get his footing right on that one. But he was still up there.
The answer to your question is Allie Tucker.
Allie Tucker.
Lit it up, had over 30 points.
Good for her.
Owned the third quarter. She scored all but 3 of the points in the third quarter.
Yeah,
and
she had a great game.
You can go back and watch it. Here's a whistle and a foul, and we're going to see 2 shots. This is Williams. Mike Williams at the free throw line for the Chickasaws.
How did, is it Keisha Robinson on the Blytheville Chickasaws?
Yeah, not so good.
Not so good? Any of the girls for Blytheville?
Not really. I mean, no, not really.
Yeah.
You can watch it.
I'll go back and watch it. I'll watch it. I would just Just checking with you, see who kind of stood out.
Yeah, it was definitely the Allie Tucker show, especially in that third quarter. Hitting threes. Well, apparently, it may be that Furlow, yes, he does. He has blood. And that's why play has stopped, and that's why he'll have to sit down. They're going to have to, and this is the hard part right here. They may have to change his jersey to get him back in the ball game, because once you get blood in that jersey, you can't get it out.
I think some of these trainers carry stuff that they squirt on it that brings it out.
Well, he has gone back to the dressing room for them to make that attempt.
I may be wrong about that. I thought I've seen him do that, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's a lot easier to hide the blood on a dark-colored jersey than it is a white jersey. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
If it was on a Nettleton jersey, you wouldn't even know it. 2:15 on the clock here in the third. We're waiting on the second free throw from Mike Williams. Now the holdup is there's a bunch of moisture on the floor over here in front of the Blytheville bench. And down there on the baseline as well. As soon as we get all this squared away, I don't think these referees realize there's a storm coming.
Tell you what, the restaurant I ate in tonight before I got here to the game has the real pretty nice big 12-inch tile.
Oh, yeah?
And because of the humidity and everything, that tile was slick.
Who fell?
Oh, no, I didn't. Nobody fell. I'm just saying you had to really watch your step. They had fans out.
Do you want to name the restaurant?
Olympia. Great place to eat here in town. Great, yeah. One of my customers.
Oh, okay. I see. I'll tell you, whenever I get a chance, there's another restaurant here in Blytheville that I always, if I can, get a chance to eat at, and that's the Dixie Pig, right up here a block away from the school. Great restaurant.
I like Benny Bob's.
What's that?
That's a barbecue place here in town.
Here in town? Oh, okay.
Pretty doggone good.
Okay.
Dixie
Pig's
famous. And
you'll have to take me sometime.
All right.
It's on you.
When you come over and sell some ads, it'll be on me. I'll buy.
Short on the second free throw. Offensive board. Big offensive board.
You didn't hear that last part, did you?
Yeah, I heard it. By Evans. I ignored it. Evans with the ball up top. DeMarcus Evans. First time we've called his name out all game. Down under 2 minutes to play in the third. 10-point Nettleton lead. Blytheville running their offense. A bunch of different players in there now.
You got Robinson. You got Henderson in there. Is that right?
Selvey. Oh, that shot goes in for Williams. It's an 8-point game. It's a travel called on Gordon, and it gives it right back to Blytheville. So let's look at these jersey numbers real quick, because on my thing they're not in order. Kadarius Williams in the ball game right now.
What number is he?
50. And I see that they have brought out Furlow, and he has changed jersey numbers. They could not get the blood out, so we're going to have a new jersey number for Furlow. I'll tell you that in just a second.
Is Selvey 20?
Yeah, Selvey is 30. I'm sorry. Yeah, Selvey is 20.
20, okay.
We got a timeout called. Now, I will tell you in this 30-second timeout that what was once number 42, Darius Furlow, is now number 44. He has had to change jerseys because of the blood. So
well, I'm not even going to look at my roster. It's jacked up anyway. Now we're changing jerseys because of blood.
In the middle of games, we're changing numbers.
I'm going to really be confused. So I'm just going to look here. I know this one's correct, the Nettleton one.
I got one of those.
We just used that Friday night.
Yeah, we've used it 3 games in a row.
And I kept it.
Yeah.
Even still have my stars.
Hey, look at that! Look at that bag over there. It's full of rosters.
Yeah. Probably all the way back to football.
All the way back to football. 1:14 remaining here in the third after the 30-second timeout. But yeah,
so all the games were postponed tonight, with the exception of this one, of the 5A. Now Paragon Tech not playing.
They already had played the game. That's correct.
Right.
And then I had some information earlier that ended up being not true. the Rector games that were canceled were 7th grade games tonight.
Oh, okay.
So Rector Senior High, I believe, played tonight. Long two-pointer. Williams won't go. Rebound comes off to Smith.
Well,
1 minute left in the
obviously,
third.
Batesville must have thought this was going to be really, really bad, and they.
Well, it's over the top of them right now. It's storming like a Dickens over in Independence County right now.
Was the other game at Wynn?
Actually, they're playing at Wynn. I'm sorry. Batesville was at Wynn.
Oh, at Wynn, okay.
And then, but the other one's at BB, Forest City at BB. That one got postponed
as
well.
I think a lot of that had to do with maybe they didn't want them to get caught in the travel part of it.
Well, which is what's going to happen for us on the way home tonight.
No.
30 seconds left in the third. I'm going to show you the radar here in a minute. You'll stop saying no.
Just follow me home. After we stop at Walmart and get you some diapers.
Finch in the paint. Dumps it down low. Harris with 12 seconds left got the layup. Furlow in his New Jersey. Turns it over. Smith, 3 seconds. Dukes, three-pointer at the buzzer. Won't go. That is 3 quarters in the books. 1 more to go. 10-point ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
All right. We got a quarter left to go. Blytheville down by 10. They've got the ball.
Well, Blytheville wants to pick up their second conference win. They have a lot of ground to cover here.
Furlow from the free throw line. He got it. Now they're working against the Blytheville press. Finch caught it on the run. Got it across. Dumps it inside, and a whistle called on the floor.
I believe that's going to be on
Furlow.
You sure it's Furlow or Henderson? Number 50. Number 42.
No, that's not right. He called it on number 44. They've got it wrong. Which is Furlow now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 42 still on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
He was wearing 42. See, you're confusing me now.
That doesn't take a lot.
Thanks. Dukes, now Harris over to Nickel.
Ooh.
Oh, here's a three. Gordon got it.
I tell you what, that Gordon, he can shoot basketball now. If you don't get a hand in his face, it's going to go through the iron.
Marquise Selvey now back up top. It goes to Williams. Selvey from the corner. Nope, not going to go. Rebound comes off to Nickel. Ahead he goes. Dukes. Boom, backwards. He got it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Backwards he got it. Let's go to the replay. As soon as it catches up, here it comes. Backwards, baby.
Oh, what a play.
And we came back just in time to see a Selvey bucket.
Some people gets one dunk in a career.
Here's another one. Oh, he didn't dunk it that time. He drew the foul.
Some people get one dunk in a career. Victor Dukes gets
three in a game.
Three and a half.
Yeah. He almost got that over. And we still got 6.5 minutes left to play. This time it's going to be free throws for Dukes. He's going to get to shoot 2. 6:26 remaining in this ball game. And missed it.
And by the way, he's 3 for 4 at the dunking.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 for dunking. He's got a better dunking percentage than he has free throw percentage.
He's dunking 75%.
12-point game. Furlow tripped. Selvey was there to clean it up, and he got the jumper. Selvey, 2 buckets in a row for him.
Give the ball to Selvey.
10-point game. Again, here's the Chickasaw press. Finch, again, beats the Chickasaw press. Dukes. He just made it look easy now, isn't he?
Yeah, they bring that defense up to help out, and it just leaves Dukes and Harris wide open down low.
Selvey. Williams. Williams looking for a pick. Instead passes to Wilson. 5.5 minutes left to go. Now Williams, spin move, puts it up, draws the foul. Here's Mike Williams back on the free throw line once again. 5:24 left to play. Missed one.
Coach McCord yelling at his players to block out.
Free throw number 2, also missed. And Finch comes away with it. Now, a 12-point lead. The boys can do something the girls did not in the first game, and that's kill some clock. There, underneath, they are doing the same thing the girls did. They're still attacking the basket.
Hard to kill clock when Gordon gets a free layup.
Yeah, well, the girls, they had a big lead, 20-point lead, and they still kept attacking the basket, and they started missing everything, and that allowed Blytheville to come back in and get to within 10.
Yeah. So
here's Williams, and he got fouled again, and he's going to go back to the line again. 4:42 left to play in the ballgame. That was a car in the 70s, a 442. I can't remember the manufacturer, but it was a. Do you remember that car? A 442?
Oh.
Somebody, I'm sure, that is watching the ball game.
Remember a Ford Fairlane?
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
That's in the 70s.
No, actually, was it? Was it 60s?
Early 70s, late 60s.
But the 442 was a muscle car.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't into muscle cars, so.
In the mid 70s. You missed the second one.
You probably collected muscle cars as a kid.
No, I didn't. Dukes taking a stroll. The press, the Blytheville press, well, they didn't press on a missed free throw. Harris got it. Oh, my gosh. Nettleton definitely starting to pull away now with a 15-point lead.
Harris with 17 points tonight.
So is Dukes. They're tied, 17 apiece. There's a rebound by Smith. Finch, Smith, back to Finch. Smith. Now see, 4 minutes left to play and a 15-point lead. Use the clock as your friend.
That's what they're doing. They're running their offense.
Well, the Nettleton girls did not. Nickel. Free throw line extended. Jumper won't go. Selvey with the rebound. 3.5 to play. They used half a minute on that possession. A little bit more than half a minute. Selvey took it the length of the floor, missed the layup. The putback won't go either. And Smith comes down with a rebound.
Coach McCord telling his players, let's just run the offense. He probably didn't want Nickel to take that last shot, even though he did have a good look at it.
And here's Nickel, kicks it back out. Finch, long two-pointer, short. Rebound comes out to Smith. Batted out there to him by a Blytheville player. Free throw line jumper. Dukes in and out, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Blytheville basketball. 2:44 up there on the clock.
Now, where we go Friday night?
Batesville.
Go to the Hills.
First trip over there this year.
Home of the Pioneers.
Didn't even go there for football.
Didn't have to. We covered it in some other places.
That was a three-pointer for Wilson. They haven't inbounded yet. Finally, they find Nickel. We did have Batesville football on at Wynn. We also had them at Jonesboro on football season. But we never went to Batesville for a football game during the season. And we haven't been there.
We covered
for basketball.
Two of their games that were really well played.
Really good games, yeah.
Wynn and Jonesboro. And they Batesville lost them both on those games that we covered. But bottom line is they ended up being state runner-up.
They ended up going all the way to the big game in Little Rock. Now in basketball, not so much. They're bottom of the barrel in both girls and boys. We did have a game of theirs on the schedule earlier in the season. We ended up not being able to go to that one. It's a boys matchup between Newport that we couldn't make it to.
Non-conference game.
Yeah. But this one, that's that's not a live ball, Victor. This will be our first time to get Batesville on for basketball this season, and it'll be our first trip to Batesville this school year.
Now, have you called and checked up there with them?
I have not.
You might want to do that.
I'll be doing that tomorrow.
You know what? You might want to make sure there's going to be room.
Should be okay. I'll double check.
You don't know that.
I talked to Coach King. Should be squared away.
And that's Tech going there, isn't it?
Paragould?
No, Paragould, yeah.
We've got Batesville at Tech later on.
That's right. That's what I seen.
That shot was missed underneath, so was. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to call goal tending.
In the cylinder.
Don't count the bucket.
Looking,
being a little bit impatient. That was going to go in.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the Rams play Friday night.
Well, I hate to say this about a school, but their opponent, we wanted to get Batesville on the schedule. They're part of the 5A East. We haven't had them yet. It's their turn. They're playing against the worst two teams they could play against. Paragould. Oh, there's a three. Paragould is going to go in there. And unless something drastic happens.
Don't be saying
unless
things like
something
that.
drastic happens.
Don't be saying things like that.
Foul called on
You
Selby.
said the same thing last year when we were right here in this gym when Paragould came over here, and Paragould ended up winning that game.
Yeah, because I thought Blytheville was going to. You're right.
So you don't need to be saying things like that.
All right. Here's Victor Dukes at the free throw line with.
This is the 5A East.
Minute and a half left to play. He makes the first front end of the 1-and-1.
You'll have fans attacking you too, so you better be careful.
Wouldn't be the first time. You got them both. I don't think.
Well, the Paragould Rams just need to go and play their game and play their style of basketball and go up there and have a good game. It's hard to win in Batesville sometimes. I mean, it's a tough place to win.
He fell down. He commits a travel. That's Selby. Williams.
Girls are having a so-so season, but the boys are struggling.
Well, girls are in second place. Their only loss has been to BB. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about Batesville.
The Batesville girls.
Yeah.
I started to say,
Batesville girls.
What planet are you on?
Batesville girls have only won one conference game. Batesville boys haven't won any. We got a whistle and a foul, and we're going to see free throws here for Furlow with 1:09 left to play. So normally I would have been giving folks updates from all the other games going on.
Don't have any tonight.
There ain't no other games going on. Tomorrow night I'll be bringing you the scores.
That makes your job real simple.
Yeah, didn't have to look up anything. Didn't have to look for text
now,
messages
when are these
tweets.
makeups going to be?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Both free throws missed. 1 minute to play.
So that means that 4 teams are going to play back. No, that's tomorrow night, Wednesday night. I was thinking tonight was Wednesday night. Star State is going to be playing back-to-back, but that's not true.
So it'll be one heck of a showdown in BB tomorrow night between Forest City and BB. Of course, you got if you wanted to drive down there.
There's a great possibility I may do that.
You might do that. I am otherwise detained tomorrow night, as always on Wednesday and Thursday nights. At the line is Gordon with 44 seconds left to play. In and out, no good.
We got
and
another
more
bleeder.
Blood. It's the same guy. He's going to end up. No.
Must have been something else because
it's.
See him touch his elbow and go. He must put something in the trash can.
It was Furlow, who is again, wearing a new jersey because of blood. He missed both free throws. We're down to 40 seconds left in the ball game. Here come the Chicks. Furlow drives, puts it in. And with 31 seconds left, timeout is called. I don't know why. It's a full? I don't know if it's a full. We're going to keep it here. We're going to talk about, we really don't know yet. Double G Sports Talk Saturday. We've got one for sure guest, and that is Coach Jason Smith of the Nettleton Lady Raiders.
Yeah.
He'll be on the show. We don't know who the other guests are going to be. We are efforting that as we speak, and we'll try and get that information to you on our Twitter and Facebook feeds as soon as we have it. But we do know where we'll be Friday night, and that's Batesville, Arkansas. Paragould Rams come to town to face the Pioneers, the first appearance of the Pioneers in basketball this season.
And I hope that Double G Saturday morning doesn't start out like this past Saturday morning. You see this, don't you?
You got some new glasses.
Yeah.
Are those the same ones in different frames?
Yeah, they fixed them.
How about that?
It don't even look like I stepped on them.
No, it doesn't. You didn't damage the lenses?
They fixed them.
Okay.
Everything's good to go.
Grounded out or whatever they had to do.
They did. They're just as good as they were when before I stepped on them. Before I stepped on them and crushed them. So did get me an eye exam, but anyway, yeah, didn't have to buy any new glasses, and we won't have Coach Bolin on the show, stirring up all the laughter.
Yeah. I just got some information about tomorrow night's 4 City BB game.
Okay.
Trey Thompson, the big guy for
4 City.
Mm-hmm. Sick and out of the ball game tomorrow night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So that ought to make things just that much more interesting tomorrow night.
I would on my advantage chart, I would check advantage BB.
Yeah.
On that.
Especially at BB. So, who knows what's going to happen.
Is it at BB?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Other end of the floor, that one goes in. Wilson. 15 seconds left to play. Dukes is fouled. 12 seconds left to play. They're determined to make this thing go as long as possible.
Well, they're determined not to let Victor Dukes have another dunk.
Yeah,
either.
and he's had some massive ones tonight.
You need to take all 3 of those, Dave. We need to copy and save.
All right, I'll see what I can do about it.
Yeah, and we need to do something with it, do a highlight film.
Okay, and then Dukes throws an air ball up for a free throw. Missed them both, and the second one was an air ball out of bounds.
Matter of fact, you ought to take all of our dunks that we have this year and do that with. And we'll just do one dunking 30-second highlight film. What a commercial.
That would 3-pointer. That would take some work, having to go back through all those games and find the dunks.
You don't have nothing else to do during the day.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be taking on that particular task. And that's the final score. It is closer than the score, or it was not as close as the score would indicate. And I apparently missed a bucket somewhere. 62-54 is what the final score ended up being. Nettleton wins. And now that information is on our Facebook and Twitter as well. See how that works?
Sure.
Yeah, so that improves Nettleton to 4-3 in conference play. That drops Blytheville to 1-6 in conference play. And I'll have those conference standings updated a little bit later on tonight. For Mikey Dupuis, our cameraman, and for Clifton Garmrath, who got to spend 3 quarters out of 8 with me tonight.
You betcha.
I'm Dave Grimm.
Everybody be safe going home.
It's awfully, awfully dangerous out there tonight, folks. Please be safe. We'll see you Friday night.